All right, good morning, YouTube. Hello. You guys want to say hi? Hello. That's awesome. We're in boot camp mode this week. Really excited to trade with a bunch of lovely people. All these guys. Day two, and man, we're gonna have one heck of a market this week. There's a lot of overnight sentiment and drivers. So let's talk about it a little bit today, as we do this live from our boot camp today. So first and foremost, the number one thing we got to talk about is the coronavirus. All right, I really feel like this situation was misreported on Friday. All right, there was a sell-off. There was new revelations and news that there were more ill people, more fatalities, more cases. But I still feel that it was underreported at the time. And so when the markets closed at 6 p.m. on Friday, the real news came out. And here's where we're at the moment: 80 fatalities so far. All right, 2,800 people affected. There was the first one in Toronto that was reported a couple of days ago. A lot of them are popping more around the globe in different continents. So one of the most alarming facts to me, though, was on the weekend when in the province of Hubei in China, when they said that before the travel restriction came on board, half of the population, or 5 million people, fled before they locked it down. All right, that wasn't known. That factor wasn't known. And so this is where a lot of the fear comes in the marketplace, is that when you look at this virus, the estimated amount is growing 50% a day. Right? Imagine your account growing that much, right? And imagine it dropping that much. And so this is what the fear is in the market. All right. Economic fallout is increasing on this, and the yuan in China slid to the lowest level, which obviously isn't going to make Donald Trump happy, because that gives him a competitive exporting advantage. But the economy there is getting hit. The Chinese economy is a big consumer globally and a producer. And so as they produce components, they need oil, all right? So it's weighing down on the oil market also, all right? Oil itself is a huge supply and demand market, and futures have tumbled to the lowest level in 3 months, and we're seeing less demand for oil because there's less travel, there's less manufacturing of plastics, less exporting, because there's less demand because of this virus. All right, so this virus is causing panic in more ways than the fatalities. Stocks are dropping because investors don't know how fast it's going to spread, what the damage is going to end up being. So what they do is they take a little bit of profit. But guess what? 10 people taking profit, selling the top, isn't going to affect the market. Everyone trying to take some profit at the same time will, and that's what we saw on Friday and overnight. Sunday we opened up down with the 20-point gap on S&P 500 futures. All right, crude oil is down nearly 3%. And there's further news that there's a fresh attack on a U.S. embassy in Baghdad. Even that event wasn't enough to hold the oil up, because that's a bullish oil event, right? That's uncertainty, potential supply disruptions, etc., potential conflict. But that was shrugged off. So everyone right now is focusing on the coronavirus and how quickly it's going to spread. So what do we do from here? If it spreads more, if it grows at a higher rate, this is going to be very bad for equities. Downside on stocks, upside on gold. All right, downside on oil as well, upside on bonds. People are going to start to go into safety mode, and that's called risk off. All right, and so as we go risk off, that's what's happened right now at the moment. Dow Jones was down pretty big. All right, almost 400 points. S&P was down 1.7. Nasdaq's down 2%. In Europe, markets were down 2.4. London down 2.4. Paris down 2.3. Frankfurt down 2.2%. So right across the board. And in Asia, in celebration of the Lunar New Year in China, Hong Kong, China are closed. India's down 1.1, Japan's down 2%. All right, so it's weighing down on oil. Thanks for crouching there, Jeremy. In more news, this is going to be a crazy week. I'm telling you guys, the boot camp people that are here, it's the best week we could have done it unintentionally. We also have earnings season. This is the busiest week of earnings season. Nearly half of the Dow companies are reporting today, and 141 of the S&P 500 companies, around 30%. So this is going to be the busiest week of the whole earnings season. So we need to listen to the news squawk and hear how these numbers come out. This is going to impact growth and the stock market as a whole. There's going to be a balance. How well do earnings do? What does the Fed do this week? And how's the coronavirus going to unfold from here? All right, that's what we're all watching. In addition to this, over the weekend, some interesting news came out about Donald Trump's impeachment. Former NSA National Security Advisor John Bolton is now writing a book, and he is alleging that Donald Trump did, in fact, tie the Ukrainian funds or the Ukrainian aid on the back of having an investigation into Joe Biden. Trump tweeted, Said I never told Bolton that. It's just to sell a book, Tactics for Promotion or Marketing, right? So, obviously the market at this point isn't worried. The Senate has a majority, and I don't think that this impeachment leads to anything. I think this trial ultimately fails, but it'll be interesting to see that information come out and what kind of impact it could have. All right, you got to keep your ears on this. I wouldn't say this is the major event. I'd say surprisingly it's one of the lower ones. At the moment, it's coronavirus, and then this week we have a plethora of things on the calendar. FOMC meeting on Wednesday at 2 p.m., the latest rate announcement, and then there's a press conference at 2:30. That'll cause a lot of volatility potentially. All right. In addition to that, oil inventory at 10:30 that same morning on Wednesday. GDP numbers coming out of the U.S. Thursday morning. All right, UK Brexit on Friday, and the list goes on, and a whole bunch of companies reporting earnings. So this week there's going to be volatility, but I have a feeling it's going to be very choppy and wild sort of ride. So I'd say buckle your seatbelts. There's going to be opportunity. We'll take advantage, but don't forget about the most important aspect of managing risk as well. All right, make sure you don't really fire off too many bullets. Be patient, wait for the right trade, and the opportunity is going to come by. Crude oil's down 3.5% today, massive drop. Gold's up 1%, Bitcoin's up 2.5%, and on the economic calendar at 10 a.m. we have new home sales. Okay, so we're going to watch out for that. 10:30, Dallas Fed manufacturing survey. The latest PMI print in manufacturing was pretty weak last week, and we're going to see what this looks like. All right, 11:30, results of a $40 billion two-year note auction. Fixed income traders, this is going to be important for you. And 1 p.m. result of $41 billion five-year note auction. So remember last week and the week before, there weren't many news items. We're like, we need some volatility. You're welcome. Here it is. Not that I caused it, but enjoy, I should say. Enjoy the volatility. There's going to be a ton of movement, and we're going to trade it this morning with the team here in the boot camp. We're going to look at some levels, and then we're going to learn the strategies throughout the week. And I'm really excited for you guys. So that's all I got, YouTube. I love you guys. Be on the lookout this morning for some news items, any coronavirus developments. And I feel like the shift has happened in the market where people are looking for safety. They're looking to take money out of equities and park it into safe haven assets. And as this virus develops and spreads more, they're going to be more prone to do that. So keep an eye out on that. Listen to the news. There's going to be a ton of opportunity. Manage your risk, trade with TRADEPRO. You guys have a great day. Bye, guys. It's the quietest group ever. All right. Somebody said virus money. Let's not be happy about that. But all right. Bye, guys. Take care. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Ciao.